So guys, today we're going to do what's in my pack. Now it changes quite frequently, but most of the items stay in there. Some of them I just upgrade to newer stuff as I get time to get better gear, or you know how it is, gear junkies. But this on top, I usually just carried my sleep system like this with the bungee cords up here, but Greer Wolf kind of got me into this dry bag, which is a good idea. Actually, it's an excellent idea. But we'll take this off and I'll rummage through my bag and show you what I got. So let's go ahead and just start right here. I have my trekking poles on the side, and I just have those lashed in with these cinch straps down the side. And if I'm going up and down a lot of terrain, these I want. But if it's just flat ground, I pretty much stick them on the side of my pack. Don't really need them. And then on top of my pack here, I have these two side handles to pick up this pack, and I've just hooked the bungee cord on right here, and I'll turn it around. These are the shoulder straps. I just got it looped in between those, and these pull straight down. This doesn't really inhibit it any when you're carrying it. Once you put the weight on, you got this on, just pulls it up. That holds the pack up here. But we can just take this pack off real easy now, or this pack, but this dry bag. And in here, I have my sleep system, and this is only really for the winter because I don't need it. Once it gets down past 25 degrees or so is when I want to get this out. But I got a wool blanket in here. I don't think I need to open that up. Go ahead and take this bungee cord off here. These are great for setting up your tarps and stuff to give it some suspension, basically. So when the wind's blowing real bad, helps keep it tight no matter what's happening. I just have a few more stuff down the side right here right now. I always carry an extra pair of sunglasses inside of a case on the side of my pack. I do have a thermometer, just a cheapo with a little compass on it, and it has the wind chill factors on the back of it. I think it was like $1 maybe or something. Let's go ahead and go on. Here, let me change that camera just a little bit. Okay, on the pack here, this is one long tube on my pack, and then on the other side I have two pockets. Now the long tube, I carry an extra knife. Now we'll be doing a review on this awesome leatherwork. And I've got my Baco. It's orange. Then this is where I keep my Canteen. Now this changes quite often. This is just a junky one. Obviously you see the tops broke off. I've had this for a while. I painted it black when I first got it. Then I keep a spork and then a regular spoon in here. It's kind of a deep spoon. These are real nice for eating out of like MRE packs and things like that. And then I have my nesting cup. This is just a GSI, I believe. Of course I painted that and some of the paint's come off. Not a big deal. Doesn't bother me any. Usually I keep a bandana in there so that doesn't rattle around, but I stole the bandana for something else. Okay, this top pocket here, I call this my light pocket. Things I want to get to real easily. I do have a blanket pin in here. This is just a brass blanket pin for my wool blanket. This is something I'm very new that I've gotten. It's a candle lantern. This is just a neoprene case that you can buy separate for it. That candle lantern comes up. To light the candle, all you got to do is pull that out the bottom, light it, stick it in, twist it, and don't touch that. and you need to let that cool before you do it. But it has a spring in there that pushes the candle up as it burns. So it's a 9-hour candle. This is glass. You can get replacements for it. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you guys. Like I said, a lot of the stuff changes quite a bit, but most of it stays fairly close to the same. Here's my headlamp. It's a Petzl, and I love this thing. I got this right before my hike last, and this thing worked great. Just absolutely love it. And it's got the 3 batteries back here. Very bright. That's all I got in that pocket. This is my fire pocket down here. I carry way too much stuff in here. Camp suds. This is something new I put in there. I have been using like bar soap and things like that, but I got zip ties in here. This helps sometimes for fastening camera gear and things like that. A little piece of leather. Another fire kit. Cordage. Jute twine. This is a Flint and Steel Kit. It's got a few different things in there, like my striker. 2 pieces of flint. Some sisal rope, some jute, some char cloth, sorry Justin, some picture wire, 1 match, not that that might not do me any good. I do have some bank line down at the bottom of it, some brass wire for making other snares, some smaller snares. Something I need to work on, and I just haven't got to doing it, but let's go ahead and put some of this back in here so I don't lose it. Lord knows I might need it. I just put the striker on top. It's just big enough that it kind of snaps in there and holds everything in. This is another firebox. I have some wax impregnated cotton pads with 2 pieces of Rager band, or that's actually a bicycle inner tube. Inside here keep a lighter, some petroleum jelly, and cotton balls. I've got 4 matches, some wax covered jute twine in there, and then these wet fire. This thing's all crushed up, but sure we could get something out of it. Yes, I carry a lot of gear. The pack usually goes between 50 and 60 pounds. But if you pack it correctly, for the most part, which I don't always get to do that, it doesn't feel that heavy. You'll make your pack feel a lot heavier if you put all your weight out towards the front and at the bottom. So when you do pack your pack, you want to try to put the heavy things towards the top and closer to your back. That way the center of gravity is close, up close to you and right up on your shoulders area. This pack will make your gear feel heavier compared to other packs like Kelty packs and stuff. Okay, moving on. Went ahead and open the top of this thing. The first thing on top is camera box. I'll show you what's inside that after we get done showing everything inside here. See, there's one of my bandanas. Other one's on the bottom. This is a cheap sports tarp. This is my ground cloth. This is a new one here. My other one I did finally use it up basically, because they don't last forever, but they're so lightweight and you just need a moisture barrier on the ground, you know, sometimes to just put your gear on basically, or yourself. You don't want to get wet. Heavy, right at the top. This is my Msr Siegel. This is the bigger one. This thing is a tank, and I do love this thing. I wouldn't want another one, to be honest with you. A different kind, at least, I mean. Here's the lid. You can use this as a little frying pan, but of course if you do that, then you need to find something to pick it up, like a pair of pliers to move around on your fire. Just inside there, I believe in carrying plenty of goods to eat. So, I don't drink. This is a Crown Royal bag I got off of my brother, or somebody, I can't remember. But in here I keep, this is cayenne pepper and seasoned salt, and just a double-sided shaker. Coleman, I think I got that from Walmart. Here's another one. This is salt and pepper. Love my hot chocolate. Usually keep 6 in there, but right now I got 4 things of hot chocolate, because a lot of times I like a big glass, and sometimes it takes 2 of these because I have a sweet tooth. Then I like to carry oatmeal. This is just the maple and brown sugar oatmeal, and I usually carry 6 of these also because I like to eat 2 at a time for a breakfast meal. I'm a big guy, I burn a lot of calories. When you're carrying 60 pounds, the nice thing about this is, on your longer hikes, the more you eat, the less your pack weighs. I keep Gatorade in here, these little Gatorade packets. These are nice. If you're hiking long trips, you need a supplement. I probably have another one in here, I don't know. Nope. And let's see, lots of stuff in here. I like my drinks flavored. I don't like it tasting like pond water. This is out of an MRE. This is spiced cider. Lemon iced tea. And I like to keep a few of these. These are just Lipton recipe secrets. I think this one's onion mushroom, beefy onion. This is in case you get something basically from the wild. You want to kind of spice it up a little bit, kind of add a little flavor to it. You can make stews, you know, things like that. Also, if just any meal that you have, you want to add some flavor to it, you can sure do that too. Or just a flavored broth. Not much of a coffee drinker, but I do have a few of these instant coffees. When I do drink coffee, I like a little sugar, so I have a few sugar packets. Ooh, lots more stuff. I say a lot more. I have some Kool-Aid packets, more flavored drinks. Oh, a few bouillon cubes. Just like I said, another thing just to kind of flavor extra stuff that you get. And more of the same. I like flavor. You're more than likely going to eat it if it tastes good. So let me throw all that back in there, kind of. Doesn't have to be pretty, I just stick it inside my pot. Okay, moving on. Keep moving stuff around. This is kind of like a cheapo Walmart dry bag. You get a 3-pack. I got this for Christmas. This is basically my bag of uh-ohs. It's got my first aid in it, and it's got my, well, I'll show you. Let's open it up. Right down the side I have a few of these super body hand warmers. These are nice for putting inside your sleeping bag if for some reason it gets extremely cold and you just can't knock that chill. A lot of times too, if you first get in your sleeping bag on this, it's really cold. You can keep one of these kind of in your sleeping bag as you're sleeping, and if something happens per se and you just can't knock that chill, open it up, instant warmth. Of course you don't want to stick this right next to your skin, but more than likely you're going to be wearing something anyway, like thermals inside your sleeping bag. So you'll stick that between your thighs or under your armpits, anywhere that your main arteries go, to help warm you up. I do have 3 of them in here. I know I don't need 3, but I don't mind carrying a little bit of extra weight in case somebody else needs it too, you know. Some of the stuff I carry, because other people you bring with you might forget a few things, and you want their experience to be as comfortable as possible. You don't want it to be miserable for them. First aid, red. Remember, these things were right on top of my pack here. And this here is kind of a miscellaneous bag. I keep my stuff separated in bags. Lots of stuff in here. I have a Soul emergency blanket, Silver Ranger compass, toothbrush. Hygiene's important. Who wants to smell your bad breath when you're out there? Toothpaste. Cheapo, I've had this forever. It's a compass with a thermometer, a whistle, and a little magnifying glass on it. I don't know, I just love this thing. Two things of steel wool. You can clean your gear or your pots with it, and also light fires. It's a DC4 sharpening stone. I think everybody's probably seen one of these before. Just to help touch up the blade on my knife. I like having that in there. An extra flashlight. Don't want to go out without light. My pack has a buckle on it. I keep an extra buckle in case the other one breaks, so I can just put another one on. Batteries. I keep them in these little pill pouches, just to kind of keep them together. Keep the water off them if something happens. There's 3 in each baggie. They go for my headlamp and for this flashlight. I try to keep my batteries the same. I don't like to carry extras of other different kinds of batteries. Here's another blanket pin that I have. These are more for like tack, like when you're people that ride horses. These are easy towels. They're just little tablets inside here. I like these because it doesn't take up much room. They don't weigh much, but they're a big towel once you get them wet. Just little tablets. Good for keeping clean or cleaning things up. Something that when you're done you can just throw it in the fire. Chapstick. I keep an extra one in here. I always have one in my pocket, but you never know if you're going to lose one. You know, when you get your chap lips, those things hurt, or you get the little hangnails or whatever. Those things hurt. I keep a little straw in here. These straws are handy for lots of different things. You can blow into the fire to help get that coal a little hotter. Sharpening stone or a rod. Got to keep your stuff sharp. Another little scrubby deal for my pot. I don't remember, this is an MSR. It's got a nice stiff bristle scrub on here, and then the other sides are nice for scraping that gunk off when you screw up. A little thing of duct tape. This is actually Gorilla brand. Like I said, I used to carry bars of soap. This is my soap in here. And some floss. Floss can be used for other things like sewing. You name it. Okay, let's put that all back in there and move on to my first aid. Hope I don't bore you guys. Like I said, I carry a lot more than most people do. But I want to be comfortable and I want to make sure I'm coming out. People always talk about, I got me a bob bag and then I got me a hiking bag. Well, what if the situation happens while you're out in the trees? You know, I don't have separate bags. My bags are, this bag is my bag. Of course, I do have extra stuff at home. But in here I have a pair of, I think it's 2 pairs of gloves in my first aid kit. Wrap, sports tape, some Q-tips, Benadryl, I have it labeled, an inhaler. I don't have much of asthma, but once in a while something just, I don't know what it is, it hits me. Antacid tablets. See, some of these things I don't need, I just put in here. Make it less miserable. Tylenol, 500 milligrams. Oh, and you'll hear me preach about this stuff. Moleskin. If you guys don't have this in your pack, please, trust me on this. If you hike enough, you will love this stuff. It will save your feet. I can't say enough about this stuff. Trust me. It's got a nice sticky pad on the back. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. I'll pull a piece out here. But you can cut it to whatever size you want. It comes in square pads. Stickies on the back. And it's nice, velvety, fluffy there for hiking. And I got lots of stuff in here. I have wet ones. These are nice for if you don't have time to clean up. You can just take one of these out and wipe down real fast, you know, down in your junk and wherever. Help you keep from getting chafed and things like that. You gotta stay clean, guys. 2 things of Quikclot. This is just a junky syringe, and to be honest with you, I only got this as something to flush out a wound, just so I can give it a little bit of pressure and, you know, to help flush something out if I get debris in something. Triangular bandage. Okay, guys. Steri-Strips. I needed these 2 weeks ago, and I used up what I had in my pack. I don't know if you guys know this, but 2 weeks ago I nicked myself with my axe when I was trying to make the film for the cast iron cooking, and yeah, that had to get held off. Got 7 stitches out of that deal, and these are the butterfly bandages. I used these also when I nicked myself with my axe. These are just big padded bandages. These are big, see? And I used that to cover up my nick I had for my axe to help keep the bandages from coming off. I do keep a set of sewing needles in here for sewing up your gear. My last hike, my pants just totally ripped out the crotch and I had to fashion up some Frankenstein style sewing. Also in here I've got the potable aqua tablets. This is the chlorine dioxide tablet. I have burn cream in here. 4 things of burn cream. I have, let's see here, just some small things of sunscreen, just miscellaneous. I think they were given away somewhere, just in case. A few anti-diarrhea tablets. Biofreeze, never know. Some alcohol prep wipes. A few more smaller bandages. Some more Tylenol. Cannot stand headaches. They are almost debilitating sometimes. thing of Carmex. Aquifer. And this stuff's pretty nice too. Help keep from getting chafed. Body Glide. Anti-chafing. Now these things come in these little small little deals here. But when you get those, they come in a 3-pack. And I can tell you what, there's not much in one of these. So I took all 3 of those and jammed them into the one package. The little bars. They're kind of like little deodorant sticks you push up from the bottom. Help you keep from getting chafed. Gauze sponge. Some hand sanitizer in here and a face mask. And bigger sterile absorbent pads. Call me crazy, but I have a thermometer in here too. Just to check your temp, you never know. Might be nice to know. That's all I have in there, guys. I know it's a lot, but I'd rather have it than not have it. Some of this stuff maybe I won't know how to use, but maybe the other person on the trail will. You know, maybe you'll need to help somebody else out. You never know. Can't always just completely think about yourself. At least I try not to. Maybe your hiking buddy might need something out of there. Whatever might save your life. Your life's important, especially if you have kids like I do. Okay. Hopefully I don't run out of battery here. Okay. Don't laugh at me. I had a rain poncho in here, but literally yesterday I pulled that out because I went and bought me some frog togs. I've been really looking for some Gore-Tex rain gear, but haven't had any good luck with that. I did see these. It was a coat and pants for $32 or $33. Frog Tog brand. This is not the package that it came in, the cover. This is from a different set of rain gear I have. These are big enough that I can wear heavy winter gear underneath it. Another thing I got from Greer Wolf, or at least Ideal-wise. Here is my favorite thing in my pack. My Eno Hammock. This is a double nester. Guys, I don't want to be without this. I have a hard time sleeping on the ground. I honestly do. It hurts my back. There's some times where I'll get on the ground. If I lay flat, I cannot literally get up. It would probably take me forever to get up. Here's my double trash bags. These are good for lots of different things. Like with the video I showed you how to cross the creek in Crocs. I'm just on a real short hike today, so I didn't bring the Crocs today, so sorry about that. This is a reusable space type blanket. It has these little tabs already on there, so I can hitch it to my ridge line and also stake it out real easily. On top near, TP. Not go without this. This is a Glock shovel. Love this thing. Got it from my brother. It locks in by twisting this knob here. And then in the handle telescopes out and you just twist it to lock it in. Basically a full-size shovel. Of course you can lock it in at 90 degrees for trench style shovel for, you know, really getting in there. I do that quite often. Or you can transfer coals from one area to next, just scoop it up. Of course you don't want to get it against this plastic because this is a plastic handle and this is a metal shovel deal there. Inside the handle there is a saw. Let's see if we got time for that real fast. You just flip that around, screw it back on. I don't know if you've seen that, did you? These teeth are not real sharp. This is more for roots. So it has that little tip there like a screwdriver tip. Oh, lots of stuff. Oh, this is my tarp. in this bag right here. This is a seal nylon, and I keep lots of different steaks in there. I don't really want to be cutting steaks because cut steaks usually don't work too great anyway. And I have a little bit of cordage in there. I think this is a 9.5 by 9.5 tarp. Love it. Oh, here. This is a pillow in here. I don't guess I really need to get this out, but this is just one of those small camp pillows. If you guys really want to see it, you can let me know. Inside here I have my sleeping pad. This is one of those self-airing ones. If you guys want to see that, I can get that out at a later date. That slips real nice into the sleep system underneath it, right between the outer shell and the sleeping bags. This is my food tube. Justin thinks that this cracks him up. He laughs at it. I'll show you that if I have enough battery to show you guys. Clothes. I switched this up too because of Mr. Wolf. If you haven't noticed, he's kind of an influence on me. This is a huge towel. I mean, this thing is very huge. I mean, it is like a blanket. And of course, you could use it for such if you needed to. Yep, takes up the whole screen because it's huge. Rope for the hammock. I have 3 different hanks. And then another. And then of course my pad that's in the back of my pack. I think I've showed you guys that before. That will come out if I need to be. And I have my cutting board, which is orange. This little flexible cutting board back there. That's all that's inside the pack. Now since I might have enough battery, I'll go ahead and do the food bag. If it runs out, I'm sorry guys. This battery doesn't last very long on this particular camera. I keep all kinds of stuff in here. Pasta sides, cheesy bacon macaroni. These are my favorite. These Mountain House meals, love them. They don't weigh anything and you get a lot out of them. Just add boiling water to it. Let it sit for usually about 20 minutes. Chili mac is my favorite. I usually keep about 3 Cliff Bars in there. Piece of tin foil. This is a pretty good size piece. Loaded potatoes. Love these things. Just one of these little baggies will fill you up. And I keep my bannock mix in a little baggie. There's actually 2 baggies just to make sure it doesn't come out. This is a herbs and butter, kind of like my own little MRE with noodles and things in there. And then at the bottom of this, I keep a bowl to eat out of, or to stir up things and make bannock. I can stick this, put bannock in there and put water in my side of my pot and put that in there to bake with. And yes, I carry a kitchen sink, guys. This is just a foldable one. It's nice for washing up dishes and things like that, or yourself. So, lots of gear, guys. Like I said, I don't believe in carrying 20 pounds. This pack here right now is 57 pounds. I usually carry between 50 to 60 pounds. If I were to go on a very long hike, I'd probably be closer to 50 pounds. I would knock a few of these things out that are just unnecessarily added in there. But when they're short hikes, you know, 5 miles or whatever, I don't mind carrying, you know, a bowl, which I don't need if I have a pot already, because, you know. But anyway, any other questions, feel free to ask. I'll do a video on any of these other bags that I did not open today if you'd like. I plan on doing some reviews on some things. Of course, I have my EDC that I carry every day, which most of you have seen already. Of course, I love this Woodsman Trapper. Just absolutely love it. That is what I'm carrying today. See you guys. Looks like it's getting ready to rain, guys. So I decided to go ahead and put my rain gear on. I don't know if you guys can see it. Bad camera work here. lighting's gonna be bad too. It's camo. The hood is in the back here. I'm not gonna put that on right now. I don't want to snag on stuff until it starts raining. I have a pair of pants for him too. Went ahead and stuck them on just in case it starts raining here. But like I said, my battery's about to die, so I'm not really gonna film a whole lot now. I do want to show you I'm surrounded by cattails. So, I mean, as of right now, we start plucking off some good fire stuff. Lots of stuff. Now, we don't have to pluck it off like this. We can just simply go over to one that's not plucked yet. And these stay pretty waterproof as long as they're like this for the most part. And then when you get to your spot and you want to use them, you just start to fluff them out. Oops, you guys can't see that, sorry. You can just start, and once they start unraveling, then they just really start unraveling. But anyway, just thought I'd show you that. I'm gonna get out of here.